Okay. Night one, trying out the micro camper. My wife's already found her spot right down here. And I think little Lexi's down there somewhere. And Bacon decided she was going to sleep up here with me. So we're going to try this sleeping configuration tonight. And we'll see how it works out. First night of boondocking in the Emigrant wilderness was a success. Well, we drove up late. We didn't get here till about 10. So we had to try and find a spot in the dark, and we found a beauty of a spot. I could camp 6 or 8 families in this spot. As you can see, the micro camper. My wife is still sleeping inside there. She made a bed for the dogs. Little campfire going. They had a preposterously big campfire ring lined with rocks that obviously had exploded because of the heat. That was the first thing I did this morning, was deconstruct that. You can vaguely see where it used to be. It was like 7 foot in diameter. It was ridiculous. Feeding that thing, you'd have to cut down half the forest. So now we have an appropriate sized fire ring. Just a gorgeous spot. You can hear the creek running. This creek is, I've been to where it starts. It's fed by snow runoff, and there's a spring upstream if you care to hike far enough. Beautiful little creek. Looks like somebody's created little dams. Look at this, just gorgeous up here. Why in the fuck would anybody want to stay in a campground for $20 a night when you can drive up here, camp for free on BLM land? Okay, the rules up here are any down timber you are welcome to process and burn. The problem I found with this camp was everybody had burned everything on my side of the creek. And since I didn't bring my rubber boots, I elected to build this little dam bridge so I could get across dry and get to where the wood is on the other side. There's tons of it. I can cut it up with my chainsaw and carry it back to camp. And it also makes a nice foot-deep pool for the dogs and us to enjoy. So, literally stacked up every one of those rocks. It took me about 2 hours. I probably moved a ton of rock. But, now I've got a cool little pool to play in. And the bacon dog really seems to appreciate it. Okay, gotta talk quietly. Mrs. Gary is sleeping. So I've got my wood processed thanks to my trusty chainsaw. Built a proper fire ring. And this here is a little grate I made at work out of some 14 gauge stainless steel. It folds up, and once I get this burned down to where I just have coals, I'll actually set that on the fire, and then we're going to cook a ball tip and some potatoes and onions. Make tri-tip ball tip sandwiches tonight. And then I always cut more firewood than I need, and I like to leave some for the next guy who inherits your campsite. I figure that's good karma. This morning we made breakfast: bacon's, eggs, country potatoes on the Coleman propane stove using cast iron skillet. It was delicious. And this is one of my favorite things, this aqua tainer. It's got a spigot holds 7 gallons. This is where we do our washing up and fill the dog bowls. This thing's great. And I also got those two 6-gallon jugs over there because you have to have 5 gallons of water handy at all times for your burn permit up here and a shovel. So got that covered. And I wouldn't do this shit, but my wife, this is the bed for the dogs because apparently our dogs are too needy just to lay on the dirt, so they have to have a bed. And now that the camper is back in the shade, Mrs. Briggs is taking her nap. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but we're at the end of July and there's still a little bit of snow in pockets up on those mountains. Spring-fed creek, just gorgeous country. Nobody around. Seen 2 cars go by, but our campsite, you can't see it from the fire road. Dogs love it. We love it. Not very many people know about it. Absolutely perfect.